Hello, YouTube. Welcome in, welcome in. We're hanging out with I Did a Thing again today, and I saw that this video came out fairly recent, and he's made a full automatic hammer. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I have no words. So yeah, sit back, relax, as long as you can, and let's see what happens. Oh boy.
How you going?
Hi.
Hammers are great. There isn't a single job they can't do.
Oh, there goes. You know what?
But unlike all the other tools out there that receive a new update every year, hammers remain the same. Except that really expensive one, which is named after women's clothing in order to trick men into buying it, which makes me really angry and horny.
Oh, you're putting this music in there to make my life difficult.
So, today I'm going to finally give the hammer the upgrade it needs and make a fully automatic power hammer that any...
What is...
body can use, even if you have no arms.
Wait. Oh! Even if you have no arms? That's perfect for me. I just have little flippy flips.
So one man already tried making a better hammer, so his design is going to be my starting place. And I've got these solenoids, which kind of look like what Homer was using. Then I just cut the head off the hammer. Then this ain't going to work. It's somehow violent and weak at the same time. I would need a hammer and solenoid on steroids for this to work. So instead of following Homer's design, I'm going to base it off this thing, a palm driver, which is essentially the already finished better product of what I'm making.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. The problem is it looks like you need to be hooked up to like some pneumatics in order for it to work properly. But that's kind of cool. I like that.
It's a nail in using a giant air compressor. And I don't actually know how it works, so I opened it up for answers. And I was expecting to see a tiny little man with a hammer, but there is just a bunch of holes, which doesn't help me. So in order to make this look like a hammer, I'm going to have to figure out how to make this way smaller and portable. And lucky for me, there is a place that really does have a bunch of little men with hammers. China. And I ordered this tank and a bunch of regulators for pretty cheap. But I have no idea how I'm going to make it small and compact, or if the small tank will even have enough air to do anything. So I'm just going to start with this piece of scaffolding I stole from a construction.
Honestly, if you could actually get access to like one of those little palm drivers that he was... What is beside my head here? What are you looking at? Scaffolding collapses above Sydney Metro Station, crushing van. Ah, I see. But, what was it? If you could actually get one of those types of things that you don't have to hook up to like an air compressor, maybe like have just, I don't know, an air cartridge or something loaded into it, and brrr, there goes a nail. That'd be kind of neat. Might be a little expensive unless you can get like a bunch of nails out of one air compressor though. So, yeah.
Inside. And I'm just going to cut off a flat section for the palm driver to sit against. And I don't have a plan. I'm kind of hoping it just reveals itself along the way and that everything's
It's so neat watching high-speed tools on on camera because they look like they're moving so slowly. But in reality, they're spinning at super fast RPMs, and it's crazy.
Somehow fits in this one pipe. And I'm actually making this hammer as a gift for a man that's older than me that has been messaging me on the internet for years. His name's Jonesy Makes, and me and a bunch of other YouTubers are all making gifts for each other in the Tool Room Takeover in an attempt to trick you guys into thinking we are all actually friends and to get more views, which sounds like a great idea. And at the end of this video, I'm going to get a gift from Eric K. And every other YouTuber on the list is actually pretty good at making stuff, and I think they only invited me to make themselves look better, which is why I'm determined to use the milling machine and digital readout as much as possible to kind of make it look like I know what I'm doing.
Fair enough. How to use digital readout. How to use digital readout. Wait. Oh, okay, I see. How to use digital read Arduino. How to use digital read. How to use digital readout on a lathe.
And And I don't know much about Jonesy, but I know he is a machinist. And if you know anything about
Mechanist.
machinists, they love woodworking and hammers. But most
Exactly.
importantly, I don't think he has arms, as he really likes feet picks. So this should be the perfect gift. And I reckon the hammer will look really cool if I add a trigger. And also, the UK's gun laws are really strict, so hopefully Jonesy gets arrested for importing a gun. So I'm going to use this air compressed blower thing and mill a slot for it right here. And I found when milling, it's very important to ignore any sound the milling machine is making, as it's just trying to slow you down.
It's true.
And you just keep driving it into the material as hard as you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I need a slot
Exactly. You don't need to worry about your machines and all that. If they're making really weird screaming noises, all you have to do is just, keep going. Ignore it. Ignore it. That's the best way you can handle anything. It's great.
Which turns the 3000 psi air into air pressure that will only slightly kill you. And I didn't measure it, I just cut it out hoping it would fit. And it looks a little thin on the side, but it should be fine. And then to flex on Jonesy, I'm using my arms here to support the material while it cuts. And the regulator doesn't fit, so I'm going to grind it.
Please don't do that. Human fleshy bits should not be anywhere near power tools. At all. Especially like stationary handheld, or like industrial size ones like this frickin' thing. It's literally got a Reaper sticker on it, okay? It's got a Reaper sticker on it. That is a sign.
Down. And then I also removed this useless pressure relief bolt and burst disc. And its purpose is to release pressure if it gets too high, stopping it from blowing up and killing you. But since it isn't for me, I'm removing it. So I ground it off and then glued in a random bolt to act as shrapnel before realizing I glued up the side I need to use to connect the hammer.
Fucking shitting me.
But luckily, I have another regulator. Then I skillfully cut into the thin material to create a hole for the air outlet I do need.
It's thin material and you're trying to do some pretty delicate shit. This is a situation where you probably would have preferred using like a hacksaw or something like that instead of the crazy power tools, because the crazy power tools will make your life a lot easier. However, they potentially have a little bit too much power for the job.
Alright, now to hold the palm driver to the pipe, I reckon I need something like this, which will also give me the hammer aesthetic. And luckily, I have some thick metal lying around for the hammer, except I have a problem. It's lying around and it's very thick. This single chunk here weighs over 100 kilos or 200 pounds.
Wait.
So
Wait, what?
This single chunk here weighs over 100 kilos or 200 pounds.
Okay,
so
moving on.
I need to cut it down first before I cut it down. And that was definitely better than using grinder like I usually do, but now I have a permanent outline of the metal on my driveway. So now I'm using Adobe Illustrator to mock up a design, and this is what I came up with. On the top, we have the nail prying thing, which, did you know hammers didn't...
The claw. Ooh.
originally have, and people had to use their teeth on a tooth wrench to get the nails out.
Oh my god.
Then we got this
I hate that. I hate it. What is that?
thing that should hold it in place, and then these holes do absolutely nothing. And then using the Wazer, I test cut this piece, which came out...
They do look cool though.
Amazing, considering it's my first test piece. And Wazer claims the machine can cut 12 mil thick steel, which I kind of don't believe, as the water in the machine is only 1 mil thick, so I don't know how it's possible. So let's see.
Yes. I'm scared.
Last.
And this may look like I've been using ground coffee as the cutting material, and that's because I have. Which means you also get a nice cup of joe once you finish the cut.
Do not.
And this piece looks pretty great. And after cleaning it up, I just randomly guessed where the middle was and then drilled and tapped the holes. So this thing I made doesn't really hold the palm driver at all. So I'm going to make something that applies pressure and also hides the ugly air quick connect thing. So I just heated up a piece of aluminium and bent it over this.
Is at the end of the day, he just actually making the exact thing I was kind of suggesting, the palm driver, but making it so that you can use it with just like an air compress, like an air cartridge or something like that? Is that legitimately what we're doing? Okay, fair enough.
pipe, which definitely isn't a homemade cannon.
Definitely not.
And it's starting
By the way, that's hot.
to look pretty good, but I haven't made any mistakes so far. So I decided to snap
Actually,
a
no.
milling bit while
No,
making
that's not
the
true. That's not true. You made a few mistakes already. You burned yourself just now. You almost broke the, which is not a full mistake, but it could have been pretty catastrophic. You almost overlaid the little slit there for that air compressor bit. You also messed up the placements on some holes for one of your compressors. Yeah, there were a few things. There are a few things. You're good.
air hose hole. Then I just gave it a paint job and a test fit. And annoyingly, I designed this in the same way as one of those ships in a bottle. You have to perfectly put everything in the right way and then kind of assemble it inside. But because I'm using press fit air connections, you can't actually get it back out. So just to make sure it never comes out, I decided to use some JB welds on the side bolt holes, which I've never used before, to just seal it up. So have fun fixing this, Jonesy. Then I attempted to get a nice sand finish on the aluminium by making my own sand blaster out of this air compressor blower thing, and then just using some garnet from the Wazer in a bottle, which worked really well if my intention was to exfoliate my entire face. So
why do you have such an aversion to PPE, my guy? I know they're not comfortable. Trust me, I know. But like, when you're in the middle of using these types of tools, you need to wear the friggin' PPE, my guy.
just gave up and hand sanded it. So now it's time to see if this works at all. But first, I need to work out the air tank. And when I open it up, you'll notice it's very dark in here. And also, there's nothing inside, and that's because air is invisible, which makes pumping it up really hard to do. And unfortunately, you can't pump these up with a normal compressor. You need a special high-powered liquid-cooled one that is very expensive, loud, keeps trying to run away from you, and needs a water supply. But I did find an easier way to run it. All you do, Jonesy, is just plug it in here, and then just make sure you let out a steady stream, and then it keeps the machine at exactly 36.5 degrees and gets to 3,000 psi in no time. And there was a budget for this collaboration of $200, which I haven't gone over if you don't include the things I've had to buy. And
air tanks 60, regulator 40, total 100. Other costs: compressor 300, palm driver 150, muscle hammer 20, compensating homeless man family 15,000. 15,570. Yeah, those are the costs. And also, like, I mean, the palm drivers, okay, that's not going to be helpful for you anymore because that's part of the actual product. Compressor, I mean, you're going to make use of that, right? Like, this is something that you can use later on. Muscle hammer, isn't that the hammer that you bought to tear apart? Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, fair enough. And yeah, this is just necessary. Yeah, that's just necessary other costs.
I'm just sending a high-powered compressor to Jonesy unrelated to this collaboration, but as a thank you for all the great memories
he's sending
we've
the
had
compressor
over the
to him as well.
years.
Well,
So
that's
let's see
nice.
if it works. But first, the sponsor. Vtube is an all-in-one business management software that provides entrepreneurs like me and you with a range of applications to make day-to-day management of their business way easier, including invoicing, accounting, website creation, and more. It's all here in one place. Let's say I want to make an e-commerce store to sell this amazing invention of mine. It uses AI to make you a beautiful store that's easy to modify with different themes. It's so easy to create your online store, and you don't need any technical skills. You follow a few simple steps that help you to set the layout of your online store, and from there, everything is customizable through drag and drop blocks, animations, fonts, styles, and much more. To list your products, simply add the name, price, and image, and it's live. Add carousel variants such as size and color, and even leverage the integrated AI to help you with the descriptions. You have various integrations to handle your payments and shipping. You can even link your e-commerce.
I mean, the AI helping with the descriptions kind of useful. I am not exactly a very good writer myself. If in fact that was one of my worst subjects when I was going through high school, right? Like I sucked at reading, I sucked at writing, and all that. I was mainly because Canadian went through French school. It kind of screwed me up, and I was not getting the proper help that I needed for what I was doing. However, it is nice to have something to help you figure out the writing a little bit better so that, you know, you can actually sound professional, not just like some third grade idiot that is trying to sound professional. And it just does not work. Besides, this isn't exactly something that you can really be taught unless you go into a business school, which I did not do.
Store to social media like Instagram and TikTok stores, as well as search engines like Google Merchant Store. And of course, it built SEO optimizer to boost your store's visibility. Odoo is more than just an e-commerce builder. It's an entire suite of 45 plus apps. You can start with one app or free, or take all the apps for just $24.90 US per month per user. So go check out my link in the description to get started for free with Odoo today. All right, back to testing the hammer.
Boom! How'd that feel? Damn. Congratulations, you invented a nail gun.
That is so much louder than I thought. Is this gonna work?
Boom! He doesn't have any nails in that. That's just purely off the air compressor. Oh my god. That's actually kind of impressive.
First test. Nailing in a screw.
Why are you nailing in a screw?
What just happened?
I think you might be at a
nail beans pretty good, but when I try to drive the screw in, it gave up. I think that
yes, you are trying to drive a screw in. It has a lot of resistance.
just isn't enough air volume coming out of the regulator to push the diaphragm thing inside the palm driver into place. So I attached the normal air compressor to push it into place and discovered I had accidentally made a gun. Oh my god. That could have shot my eye out. And to the New South
Thank.
Wales police that are watching, this was an accident. I didn't design it to do that. And also, that
Holy shit.
homeless man ran himself over with my car. And I'll
Oh, the compensation of the homeless family. Oh.
never do it again. But it still doesn't work. So I think I need to make another little tank inside the handle that can store air and then deliver it to the hammerhead. So at first I tried to make one out of PVC while having an orgasm.
Oh my. Oh my.
Which didn't work too well. So I made a metal one out of some pipes and washers.
Where are you going with that?
And I did miss a little bit and kind of
Just a little bit.
welded it to my drill press, but the tank looks pretty good.
Why would
And
you do that
despite
to your drill
everything all of you
press?
say about my welds, it
No, Alex. No, is I did a thing. A good welder. No, Alex, the popular YouTube channel, I did a thing. Is famously not a good welder. Welding skill and style. Chaos engineering. His projects rely heavily on hasty tack welds, thick piles of structural guesswork, and an excessive amount of grinding to hide ugly or weak joints.
does hold air. I can't actually hear any leaks. But and it works much better. But just to be safe, I took inspiration from my hero, Stockton Rush, and covered my pressure vessel in epoxy and then put it inside the handle. Now it looks good, but it doesn't look like a hammer yet. I need to make the nail primer.
Who was the fellow that he was talking about? Was that like a guy that invented a submarine? Because I don't know why, but my brain instantly went to that that group that went into like a homemade submarine that had the little Xbox controller that everybody was making fun of, who unfortunately had a very catastrophic failure, very bad catastrophic failure under the ocean. I hope it's not I yes, I do. I'm going to also make say something really quick before I get any comments down the comment section. The Xbox controller does not matter. There are actually a lot of high-tech, powerful vehicles and such that are basically controlled off of a basic ass joystick system. Okay, it really doesn't matter what the control device is. However, and Lord only knows what the hell fully happened down there. I'm not going to make any assumptions. I'm just kind of curious who the fellow was.
Thing on the back, but I don't trust myself to cut an even centered slot, which is why
Fair.
you'll notice I'm in a garage much messier than mine. I'm at Rowan's.
Yeah, way messier than yours, in the best way possible.
To use his homemade fanciest bandsaw in the world, which he made with pneumatic controlled pin and rack and something. And I don't know
Jesus.
how it works, but it does cut a very straight cut. And coincidentally, it somehow tuned the pry bar to exactly the same frequency that I used to train Alexa
Oh, that is a nice sound.
to pee on command.
To pee. Oh, buddy.
But I was never
Oh.
able to upload that video.
I thought he was talking about the Alexa play. No, I was about to say Careless Whisper, but then I remembered last time I made that joke, I actually started playing Careless Whisper downstairs on my home Alexa. Would have been funny though.
Then using the nemesis of the hammer, I just forced it open. And that is good enough for me. And after putting on the finishing touches,
That looked way too wide open for a hammer claw. I guess it wouldn't matter all that much. Wait, the hammer claw also requires you to have like a little bit of a taper on it so that it can actually like hook underneath the nail head, doesn't it?
it looks pretty cool. Almost cool enough to trick Jonesy Makes into thinking I'm good at making stuff. But does it finally work? And even though the tank is an off-the-shelf part, I'm still very scared of the regulator I modified blowing up and shooting the bolt into me.
Understandable.
Nice, I guess.
Why do you need to test on a full can of beer? A guy.
And that works really well. If I get it just right, I can drive a nail into the wood in like a fifth of a second.
Damn.
Quick.
Okay, that's actually really cool and satisfying. Is it as useful as a nail gun? No. Is it cool? It's pretty decent.
But to put it through a proper test, I'm going to go up against the best carpenter I know, Alexa Vulovich.
Here's what the
King.
professionals do. You have to eat the nails.
Mm.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Ready, set, go.
You're out of there. I think Alexa wins.
Fuck!
Even with that.
What's not working? Hey, looks like I'm the carpenter.
You're doing great, bud.
And that didn't work at all. So there are two things I need to fix to make this work better. First, I just fixed the regulator, as for some reason it started restricting the airflow, and by fixing it, I mean I screwed the bottle in properly. Then I also
Oh my god!
burnt Alexa's hands to slow him down. So now we are good for round two.
Set, go. What is that?
Fuck. I can't see how much the nail head is in, so I stopped when I thought it was in.
And Alexa did beat me if I have to put the nails in the hammer. So we're going to try again with the nails already in the wood. As everyone knows, most job sites usually pre-place the nails.
Yeah, exactly.
3, 2.
Hey, you're touching it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
He still almost was as fast as you. If he had a little bit of better accuracy, would have been done. An actual, like, really competent carpenter or, you know, somebody with a lot of experience would have just been like, boom, 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 done.
And that was great because I won, but now we're going to do something harder. An upside down nail in a tight space.
Okay, here's where the benefit
ready?
of the tool is.
Oh fuck, my thing doesn't fit.
Not the same.
Skill issue.
No, don't break the chair. You an idiot.
What?
You're slicing the chairs up.
Yeah.
You're going to be yelled at for months about this.
Just don't tell anyone it was me.
Oh yeah, everyone watching, don't tell everyone that he just did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Nobody say anything.
Set, go.
Actually, I did not move this thing's one bit. So that's pretty good use, guys. All you need is a filleting knife.
And now for the final test, our feet.
This is terrifying.
Is this impossible?
Wait, how is it an instant grab? Who designed this?
I just think we haven't given you enough
wait.
jobs to each other.
Uh-huh. That's the issue.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Oh, my thing popped down. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Done.
You know what? Props. You're still managing to do the job. This will be a really good workout, though. Really good leg day. Honestly,
Fuck!
mildly impressive. I'm kind of impressed.
And I'm slightly suspicious of why Alexa has so much gripping force and coordination with his feet, but I still won, which means it's ready to send off to Jonesy Makes. Jonesy, just make sure you don't overfill it, as there's no pressure relief valve and it'll blow up. Also, don't put your finger in front of the hammer or you put a hole in your finger. Also, sometimes the bottle does this weird thing where it randomly unscrews and lets 3000 psi out and shoots into your wall. So I securely and nicely packaged it up, making sure it won't get confiscated by customs and sent
Not
it off,
a gun
which
or a
I'm
bomb.
kind of sad about, as I actually really like it. But lucky for me, I am also getting a gift from Eric with a K, the creator of this YouTube collaboration.
Neat.
Whoa.
It's a little bird. Wait, it's got buttons
Beautiful.
and it's got
Did
crocs.
you kill a real magpie?
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that.
He's fucking sick.
Second sequence.
There you go. That's really freaky. I don't like that. What the fuck?
The demonetize button plays copyright music to get me demonetized. That's great. That's glorious. Thank you for clearing that out.
Funniest.
Oh, yeah.
Is it? It's a communist song, I'm guessing.
You could say that.
Its eyes are red. Okay.
And his eyes are glowing red. Alexa is going to lose his mind when he sees this. It's like lovely but terrifying and
Just a little bit.
freaky and
Why was why was that a choice to put in there? It's just funny, I guess, but like, why was this a choice to put in there? Okay.
And there you go. That's definitely the best communist singing wing articulated magpie I have. So go check out Eric's video to see how he stuffed servo motors inside a dead magpie, and also watch Jonesy's video to see his reaction to my gift.
Well, that's kind of cool.
so much for watching.
Well, that was fun. That was fun. Not as terrifying as the Beyblade, obviously, but you know what? It still scared me. Still scared me in a number of points. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to go check out the original and all that. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one and bye-bye. Wah! Hey, did you enjoy that? Was it funny? Well, come and check it out live over at twitch.tv/freeform_art. Make sure you put the _art. We have lots of fun there. We enjoy ourselves, and we want to see you over there. So come on and hang out. See you in a bit.